Hey you guys, it's Monica and welcome back to Pure 6 Designs. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did the Tacking method on a plastic bottle. So if you haven't already, definitely go check out my doing the Tacking method on a ceramic mug. I was curious about doing it on plastic. And so before I get to stainless, I'm going to get to doing an actual tumbler eventually. But this is just the $2 water bottle that you can get at the Michael's checkout. So if you are somebody who sells like tumblers or water bottles or anything like that, this is definitely an affordable option for your customers who would be interested in a water bottle but don't necessarily have the money to pay for, you know, an Ozark Trail or a Hog water bottle. You could definitely give them a good discount by using these plastic water bottles. And I believe these are 16-ounce bottles. Like I said, they're only $2 at the Michael's checkout. And so the process with this is the same. You're just gonna mix. I did the Tacking method with the Aleen's, however you pronounce it. Tack it all over, 1-to-1 ratio. So 2.5 mils of water, 2.5 mils of the glue, and just brushing it on evenly. Definitely using the lessons learned that I learned from the other video. If you saw the other video, I kind of went through some of the things that I learned. So I'm just gonna make sure this time around to make sure it's very, very even and, you know, very uniform around the bottle. And I wanted to practice it on, you know, the ceramic and the plastic, and then eventually I'll do it on the stainless steel tumbler, just to see how it'll react, because not all things necessarily go together. And so you never know if something may work on metal that may not work on plastic, or you may like how a spray paint bonds to metal better than you like how it bonds to plastic. So I'm just trying to do it different ways to see, you know, what applications I can use it in. And the good thing about the Tack It All Over is that it doesn't dry. It's not a glue that dries, it just gets tacky. So it dries down to a certain extent, but it doesn't become like dry to the point where it's not usable. So you can definitely just take your time. There's no time limit on working with the Tack It. You can just take your time, get it even, do what you gotta do. Remove the excess, put more on where you need to put it on at. Just really take your time and make sure it is super even. And that's something I learned from the last time, because anywhere where it's kind of bulky at, you're gonna notice it when you do your glitter. So definitely make sure it's even all the way around. Make sure it's even like in the crevice. And this bottle was a little interesting because I had the top little ridge that I wanted to make sure I covered, and also the little ridges in the bottom that I had to make sure were evenly coated as well. So there you see me trying to get it even, going around the top. And then again, just making sure I don't leave that thickness right there where I did the top at. So making sure I go back in and just smooth it out and make it uniform. So that's how it looks when I'm done putting the Tack It on. And I let this sit. There's really no time limit. You just want it to be completely clear. So what you see, you want it clear. So I let mine sit for about 45 minutes. And I came back and I got to glittering. And so I'm using another Nola Craft Culture glitter. I decided to go with this color. It's called Smoke Show. It's a part of their Halloween collection. And it's a black and silver holographic. And so I know this works best with holographic, so I really wanted to do like a silver holographic, something that is just blatantly, obviously holographic. Because if you saw my mug video, like it was pretty, but like I didn't get the hollow effect that I saw other people getting. So I really wanted to do something that was just blatantly, this is a hollow. And so you're gonna glitter it just like you would any tumbler. If you're not familiar with the glittering process, I do have a video on how I glitter when I do Mod Podge. It's essentially the same thing, except instead of putting it on right after you do the Mod Podge, you're gonna wait for this to dry down. So I will link that video below if you wanna see how I do my glittering. And I'm doing that same thing essentially here, how I split the cup up into sections and I do my glittering. So I glitter the same way pretty much every time. And so the good thing about doing the tacking method is as soon as you're done getting the glitter on, there's no wait time or anything. You can immediately go and start rubbing off the glitter. And so I did speed this up. It is going double time because I'm just rubbing in circles, you guys. You're just rubbing it into that glue, rubbing it into the areas to fill in all the spaces. The good thing is with the tacking method, it's gonna lay your glitter completely flat. And so that's why you have to make sure you rub it in really good. Get it all the available surface space that has glue on it and get it in there and get some glitter stuck to it and get it laying flat. So just doing that on the entire cup. And so that's something that I do like about this tacking method. There is no time limits when doing this, and I think that's like amazing because you either when you're doing the epoxy method or the Mod Podge method, you're on a time limit. But this, like, you can literally put the glitter on and walk away if you need to, like go check something on the stove. Like, it's really amazing to have. And so you guys, this is how it looks after the first coat of glitter. You can see that hollow really shining. I have LED lights where I do my glittering at, so you can see it really good. It's really reflective. You can really see that rainbow coming through. Full disclosure, because I am glitter anal, I did go and do a second coat that same night. So I waited about an hour and I did a second coat, and I did cover it in just I did one hang method of epoxy, and then I did one spin coat and I stuck my name on there. Like I said, this is just a prototype for myself to see how I like it. This is something I want to be able to offer my customers. And so you can see it's really glittering so beautifully. I was so much happier with how this turned out compared to my cup. I think the glitter looks really good. You can really see the hollow. Like, it's giving me galaxy vibes. It's very, very beautiful. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I will answer. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. And I will see you guys in the next one.